good morning, class 5. Good afternoon and good evening. Yes, Gargi ma'am is back again with another subject. Of course, not English. English, we are proceeding with the regular classes as well as our virtual, our audiovisual lectures. But then value education, again, we tend to do it very rarely, isn't it? Once in about 2 weeks' time. So today, once again, I am back with another lesson from value education. Now, before I begin, children, what I have noticed is it was only Aditya who had been, religiously doing the homework, whether it was value education, whether it was English. Yes, now English, I tend to receive majority of the home assignments through email. But value education, I know it is a subject, again and again I have been telling you quite often that it is a subject which is not going to be tested, which is not going to be evaluated, but then it is a very, very important segment of our life. Why? Because it is going to teach us the moral values, the etiquettes, the social etiquettes, the moral values, okay, which again helps in building your character, okay, which again builds a strong character, which helps to build in values. What are values? Being truthful, not being deceitful, okay, not being mean to others, being thankful for what you have, being forgiving, yes, also having the quality of apologizing and saying sorry, yes, admitting, yes, I have done it. So all these cannot be taught through mugging up or writing or preaching. This is something which you have to do it yourself. You have to build in yourself through maybe good deeds, okay, through maybe by reading good books related to the same, yes, and also by observing people also doing the same, right? Yes, it also helps in observing people by doing the same, right? Now another thing what I wanted to do is, now what I have seen in my area, there are a lot of birds, okay, there are a lot of migratory birds. So class 5, since I have also told you about brain gym in the other video related to English, today I wanted to do a nice project related to the same. I don't know whether it will be possible for everybody, okay, but then all those who are able to do so, keep a bowl filled with water, okay. It can be an earthen pot in which you carry rasgullas or gulab jamuns from a sweet shop, or maybe curd, dahi in that. So what you do is, those are called bhar, okay. It's a vernacular medium what I'm using. They are called bhar in the vernacular medium, and they are actually called earthen pots, okay. So what you do is, you save that, try to save that, and pour a little bit of water, okay, pour a little bit of water and keep it out either in your balcony, or if you have a backyard, okay, like backyard is what we say uthon, okay, in Bengali, all right. So backyard where you have your maybe kitchen garden, or maybe a little bit of herbs, okay, for cooking, where you grow that, or maybe where your mom does it basically, or your nanny or dadi, whosoever, especially not only the ladies, maybe the gents also take a fancy in gardening, do that. Alright, so you keep that there. You won't believe, children, you will see all kinds of birds coming. To begin with, sterlings. What are sterlings? They're called shalik, the ones which we say two for joy, one for sorrow, okay. So those are known as sterlings. You have wild sparrows, okay. I'm sure you can hear the aeroplane. Yes, it's not an aeroplane, it's actually a helicopter, which goes on a sortie in the morning and in the evening in the area where I stay, okay, because we have the Oil India pump nearby. So they take a sortie to monitor. Like we do so when y'all are writing your examinations in a physical classroom, when you're having an offline class, what we do is we have invigilators, isn't it? Checking. So the same thing this does. So coming back to the project, you're going to keep that bowl outside and shoot a video. If you happen to catch, I know it is not going to be like rocket science, just in one day you will get it. It'll take some time. Let it take some time, maybe towards the end of the year or maybe towards the end of the session, you will be able to save that in your pen drive and then mail it to me in the class email ID, and let's do something with it. Okay, and not only this, okay, being kind to nature. Okay, let us do a project called being kind to nature. Maybe growing plants, okay, maybe watering plants, okay, maybe feeding stray animals, okay, maybe feeding water and keeping food for the birds. So this is going to be named as being kind to nature, okay, being kind to nature. So this is the project which we are going to do. It might take a month's time, never mind, but I want my class 5s to participate actively in this. Okay, once the winter vacation is declared, then you can have ample of time, because I know the first part of the day is busy, 3 days a week in attending live classes. The remaining 3 days you have the audiovisual uploads, you have your studies, but then when you have a break coming up, you have little time, isn't it? My time, me time, okay, quality time to yourself and your family. You can take help from your parents as well. So being kind to nature is the name of the project. It is going to be related to value education. And children, this is not going to be any drawing, sketching, painting, craft. No, it is going to be maybe 15 seconds, 20-second long videos where you are being kind to nature in one way or the other. Like planting, okay, where you have planted something, it has started growing leaves, okay, you have planted a sapling, where you have watered plants, where you have been to the wilderness and you have collected trash, and in a carry bag you have thrown them in the trash bin, where you have done a little bit of cleaning, okay, where you have maybe fed the stray animals, okay. So being kind to nature is the name of the project, and I want 100% participation in that. All right, I want a 100% participation in being kind to nature project. And I am sure my 5th graders are going to do it tremendously well, and we will show it to, we will try to set it as an example for the other schools, for the other students, for our loved ones, for our close ones, for our known ones, for our elders, for our juniors, okay. We will try to do something different, okay, and set it aside, okay. All right, children. So let us do this, okay. Now, today, the Dam of Unity. Now, when I talk about the Dam of Unity, I want to tell you about a story. Now, a teacher was trying to test the unity, okay, of her students. So one day, during one of the physical education classes, what did she do is, she took the entire class of 50 students out in the field, okay. Now, the field was a huge ground. So what did she do? They had a peepal tree right at the corner of the field, okay. The left corner of the field, okay, it was a little triangular in shape in one part of the field. So she went to the corner which had a peepal tree, okay, and what did she do was, she kept a huge, can of candies. Like when I'm standing, I cross the camera, so I am sitting, so till my level, okay, till the level of the window pane, okay, till the level of my window pane, that was huge. That was a huge jar of candies. That was I mean, the supplies in it would have lasted for any one of us for about a year and a half. So what she did, she called the gardener, and she had already kept that ready in one of the tin cans which the gardener used to take it for collecting dry leaves. Okay. So what she did, she filled that tin container with dry leaves, and she kept it near the peepal tree. And she asked her 56 students to form a line. Alright. So they formed a line. Okay. Form a line, a straight line. And then she said, now what you do, since you all are standing in a perpendicular position, okay, in a vertical manner. So what you do is, you're going to stand in a sleeping line, and there has to be only 6 of you. And the one who reaches that jar first will get it. That is going to be the prize. Okay, that is going to be the reward. So the students took some time, to think and think and think and think. What they did? They stood in a sleeping position near the tin can, and like the one who was right at the end of the line, okay, in a sleeping line manner, held the hand of the one who was in front of him. And it was a co-educational school, just like y'all. So, the girls and boys held hands together, the 56 of them. There were no absentees that day. And the first one to reach the jar said, it is the entire class's effort that we could reach the jar and collect it. So can you see what is there in the story? It is talking about teamwork. It is talking about unity. That is how united you have to stand when you're there with your friends. When you're there with your friends, that is how united you have to stand by. Now, being united does not mean, you hide the mistakes of your friend or yourself. Being united means not fighting for trivial affairs, trivial matters like petty things. Oh, she's taken this, he's spoken this about me. So you have to stand strong. That is where unity comes in. United we stand, divided we fall. Alright? So now let us come back to the story. It is from book number 5. I have chosen the chapter from book number 5, my best book number 5, The Dam of Unity. What is the dam? A dam is a thing which controls the flow of water. It is a storage which actually controls the level of the water. So dams are built basically to control flood and overflow of rivers. Okay, right? So talent wins games, okay, but teamwork and intelligence wins championship. It is just like the story I've told you, isn't it? I told you that story because the teacher was so proud of her class. And mind you, they were 5th graders only. She had taken her class 5 students out to the field and she wanted to test their unity. And she could realize that day that how strong their teamwork is, that they won that entire challenge together and they shared that entire prize amongst themselves. So the same thing what Michael Jordan, he said, okay, Michael Jordan is a very, very famous player, okay. So what did he say? Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championship. Let us do the story, okay. Alright. There was a small village next to a deep river. The land was very fertile due to the river and the crop was high yielding. However, every year during the rainy season, there was a flood in the river and the village would get filled with water. Okay, streets and lanes got waterlogged. Waterlogged was what? getting water puddles collected everywhere, and then it used to reach the height of your ankle. So it's like ankle deep water is called waterlogging. During a village panchayat meeting, okay, panchayat is what? Panchayat is a group of people who takes the decisions on behalf of, they are like representatives of the entire village. So, panchayat meeting, one of the villagers suggested that a small dam should be made to control the water level. Okay, the first villager, I think we should build a small dam. It will stop the flooding. Second villager, you are right. But who will do the work? Third villager, with an air of authority, the dam should be built where I propose, near our side of the river. So he had an authority, means he was bossy. First villager, but the dam is for everyone in the village. We must see the suitability for all. Second villager, with one hand over his head, who will get all the material and who will collect the funds? Third villager, I am not ready to work if you don't listen to me. A few months later, there were heavy rains and the river got swollen with water. Okay, the water gushed. Okay, what is gushed? With a lot of force. Okay, with a lot of force. Gushed into the village and the houses. The water level almost rose up to the roofs of the houses. The villagers didn't know where to go as they took refuge on the roofs of the houses. Okay, refuge means taking protection, shelter. The villagers helped each other during the crisis. They saved many by carrying them on their boats. They shared whatever food they had. After the water receded, moving back, that means reduced, the actual damage was visible. Trees had got uprooted, the fields were destroyed, cattle were injured, and houses. So it's like a devastation, isn't it? When there's a flood, when the water starts reducing, you get to see the damage being done by overflooding. Yes, you will see dead animals, stray animals lying dead, trees uprooted, and then a lot of destruction. If the boundary walls of houses are not that good, you will see bricks and construction material all submerged in the water. Okay? The villagers decided that they needed a dam badly. All of them gathered for the panchayat meeting with a sad expression, Sarpanch. All of us need to put our heads together to see what we do. Because there were a lot of difference of opinion, isn't it? One villager was saying something, the other villager was saying something else, and the other villager was not ready to work as a team. So the first villager, we must work on the dam. Second villager, yes, I am ready to collect the funds for it. Third villager, we can see which location is most suitable for building the dam. The villagers worked as a team and built the dam. They had learned the importance of working together. Alright? So now they realize that if you are not working as a team, you cannot win any challenge. You cannot take up any challenge. If there is a lot of difference of opinion amongst yourself, you cannot succeed in overcoming a problem. Alright? So our project is being kind to nature. Okay? Being kind to nature. So you're going to shoot little tiny snippets. Okay? And you're going to mail it to the class email ID. So saying bye-bye for now. Okay? See you tomorrow for the live class on English. Take care. Stay safe till then. Bye.